Good day, folks. Rob Vivian here from Rob Vivian Coaching. I want to take a few minutes and give you a market update on what's happening in the market. It's been well publicized that in 2018, the Toronto Real Estate Board number of sales residential dropped from 77,000 from 92,000, so 15,000 less. Since then, my phone's been ringing off the hook from realtors that think they might be in trouble in 2019. So I'm recording this video to tell you what really happened in 2018. And when you finish watching this video in about 8 minutes from now, you're going to see that although it's factual that the MLS sales residential did drop from 92,000 in 2017 to 77,000 and change in 2018, it wasn't 2018 that was the anomaly, it was 2017 that was the anomaly. 2018 was a super normal market, and 2019 is going to be the same. So the reason I'm recording this is because I want realtors on the Toronto Real Estate Board to know that you're fine. You shouldn't panic in any way, shape, or form. So let me take you through what really happened. And I'm not suggesting that those numbers are not correct. Those numbers are accurate. They're just not the entire story. So let me walk you through what really happened and then make you feel comfortable about your goals and your career for 2019. You see, in the first 90-day cycle, the first quarter of any year on TREB, there should be about 15,000 sales. January has about 4,000, February around 5 and a bit. And then March, because in most years, March is still prior to the spring market. Sometimes, depending on the weather, the spring market can start mid-March or even earlier, but usually the first 90 days is pre the spring market, or the spring market fires up and catches the back half of March. So in the first 90 days, the Toronto Real Estate Board should report about 15,000 sales. And so 2018, the market reported 15,000 sales in the first 90 days, exactly what it's supposed to do. See, in 2017, because 2017 was the end of a 4-year super sellers market that comes around every 20, 25 years. It came around 1987, 88, 89. It went away in 1990, and it came back in 2013, 23 years later, just like it was supposed to. And then it ended March 31st, 2017. So that first quarter of 2017 didn't have 15,000 sales like it's supposed to. It had 25,000 plus. So you see, on April 1st, 2017, we were already 10,000 behind. We had to be. There's no way that 25,000 sales can happen every year in the first quarter. So what I'm suggesting to you is this, that on April 1st, 2017, already 10,000 behind, from that point to present, 21 months, the last 9 months of 2017, and all of 2018, 21 months, we only dropped off by 5,000 sales because the spring of 2017, the very end of that superstars market, had 25,000 sales in it when it was only supposed to have 15,000. The 15,000 is the normal, not the 25,000, which still leaves 5,000 that were off because we dropped from 92,000 to 77,000. So we're still missing 5,000 sales somewhere. If you remember the end of 2017, September actually, is when they implemented some new mortgage rules that were going to take effect on January 1st, 2018. That caused some people around 5,000 to buy in the last part of 2017, and then they were done by the time we got there. So if you look at 2017, the reason it had 15,000 more sales than 2018 wasn't that 2018 was a bad year. That's not true. 2017, that was the anomaly. That's the one that had 15,000 too many. See, in the first quarter, there was 10,000 too many. And then at the end, 5,000 extra people bought that would have spilled over because they wanted to get in before the new mortgage, the stress test as they called it. Now, sometimes realtors say to me, yeah, but back in the day, 5, 7 years ago, TREB was selling like 100,000 sales. Now it's only 70, 80, 90. Listen carefully to me, guys and gals. Although MLS reported 77,000 sales in 2018, I'm telling you we sold 100,000. You say, well, Rob, how can that be true? Listen carefully, please. You see, before 7 years ago, those of you that are watching this, and you've been licensed for more than 7 years, you would know that before then, new home condos, the new condo market, they never cooperated with realtors ever. If they wanted to build a condo, they would just put up a sales office, they would put salespeople in there, and they would sell the condos. But about 6-7 years ago, they started cooperating with realtors. Prior to that, if the Toronto Real Estate Board reported 100,000 sales, that would mean there was 100,000 sales happen for realtors because there was no other opportunity to make any money. So last year I'm saying, although TREB only reported 77,000 residential sales, I'm saying there was 100,000. I'm saying several, maybe 20,000 realtors did new condo sales. Now listen carefully. If you take a realtor that sold 20 homes in 2018, if you ask that realtor, how many homes did you sell? They would say 20. They wouldn't say, well, I had 20, but 15 were residential sales and 5 were new condos. They wouldn't say it that way. And if you ask their broker, how many sales did that realtor make? They would check the trades, 20. They would just say 20. So I'm saying this to you, listen carefully. The Toronto Real Estate Board will always have around 100,000 sales in Toronto. It's just that right now, because new condos are cooperating with realtors still, there's going to be around 80,000 sales. That's normal last year. And then I'm going to say, I don't know, 10, 15, 20,000 condo sales happen with realtors, and that made up the other. So really, the amount of sales is still normal. So in 2019 coming up, don't be thinking, oh my gosh, am I going to be okay because we just dropped by 15. It wasn't 2018 that was the anomaly. It was 2017 that was the anomaly. In 2019, probably there's going to be 80,000 sales, which would mean on the Toronto board for offices, there's probably going to be 100,000 trades, 95,000 trades, because still 10, 15, or 20,000 realtors will still do new condo sales. That's still a trade, it's still a sale. It's just not reported on MLS. Now, in the future, probably new condos are not going to cooperate with realtors anymore because at some point, they're not going to feel that they can add 20,000 on top of the sale price to give to you. So they'll go back, revert back to their way they always did it prior to 6-7 years ago. And in that case, when that's the case again, every sale that realtors make are going to be on MLS. So then MLS sales are going to jump from 80 up to 95 or 100, and everyone's going to think the market's increasing. In fact, all the trades will be on MLS instead of 80,000 on MLS and 10, 15, or 20 with new condos. Because see, if new condo builders are not going to cooperate with you, then you're not going to take your buyers. You're going to take them to some sort of resale. Your investors that are buying new condos aren't going to invest in new condos. They're going to invest in something else. So right now, the amount of sales that realtors are making in Toronto are not all on MLS. Part of them are new condos. If that was to go away, they'd all be MLS. It would be funny. I'll have to do a video in a couple of years if they take that away, explaining why the MLS sales really not have really not increased. Because that's what it's going to look like. It's going to look like now the 100,000 sales that happen, they're all on MLS. It's going to look like MLS sales are increasing. Well, they would be, but the same amount of trades. I hope you're catching what I'm saying here. So guys, listen to me carefully as I wrap this up. 2018 was a very normal year. It was 2017 that wasn't normal. The first quarter of 2017 had more than 25,000 sales. Should have only had 15,000 sales like 2018 had. And the end of 2017, a bunch of people bought the other 5,000 to get in before the stress test. That was the anomaly, not 2018. 2019 is going to be very smooth, just like 2018. There's probably going to be 80,000 MLS sales and maybe 10, 15, 20 new condos, 90 to 100,000 sales, like there is every year. That's just the way it is. So listen to me, guys and gals. If in 2019 you crash and burn, it's not the market, it's you. You weren't thinking correctly. If you excel in 2019, it's not the favorable market, it's you. You're going to be the one that's going to decide, am I going to excel in 2019 or am I going to crash and burn? It's up to you. I hope, guys and gals, you find this video helpful. Have an awesome day.